Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You probably know, and if you don't, I will let you know. In Munich, right now there's a security so-called conference. And as you know, the biggest war currently on this planet is in Ukraine, between those guys and the Russians. But hey, Russia was not invited, but it's security conference. So if it's an international security conference, wouldn't you think that you might want to have those guys to talk to them to see if you can get some security? Oh, that's not what it is. The problem is, why is China involved then? China was invited. Now, why is China invited? China is not in Europe. China is not Ukraine. Talk like Kamala Harris, right? Why was China involved over there? Why is it invited? So security against Russia? You know China is on Russia's side. We know that one. So why would you invite them? To bribe them to do what? So if you invite China and many others outside of the Western blah blah blah, you should have invited Russia as well. Listen to their story. Talk to them. Oh, you don't talk to terrorism? Terrorists? Okay, I got it. Now, what this media here, the free media, is not telling you that there are protests in Munich, in München. Do you know that? Well, Russia eagerly provides us with live coverage of the demonstrations, protests against war in the security, international security summit, or whatever you want to call it, the one in München. So why would, if it's a security, these guys protest war for these guys who want security? Doesn't make sense. So why would the peace, how should I put it, peace interests protest against the security meeting in Munich when those guys are over there to bring peace by security, providing security? Or that's actually war, and these guys know that that's war, and that's why the mass media here don't show us the protesters. I know, it's only rock and roll, but I will provide you that via Sputnik. Sputnik International anti-war activists rally against Munich Security Conference. Why would they? They should not rally against. They should rally in support, because by their name, Munich Security Conference, these guys will secure us, protect us. So maybe these activists then, anti-war activists, are, let's say, Russian, I don't know, shields, whatever you want to call them, useful idiots. Is that what it is? And we have this, I guess, a woman and a man. No, Herr Polizei is right here. Two dudes. All right. Established in 1963, the Munich Security Conference has marked its 60th anniversary. This year, the conference is being held on February 16th to February 18th. Sputnik brings you a live broadcast as anti-war activists, plural, gather in the Bavarian capital to protest the 60th Munich Security Conference. What was that little restaurant called? Bavaria, what was it? Let me find it for you. Maybe they meet there. And here it is, Osteria Italiana. All right, my friends, I got that one. I have to show you. Now, maybe they are organizing their little conference in that restaurant, and I'm not gonna show you anything else. Let's see here. We got here best beer halls in Munich. I don't want to show you that. I don't want to show the guy. I mean, that would be politically incorrect, I guess, nowadays, right? Munich Hofbauhaus. All right. Nevertheless, let's go back. Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that little osteria. Let's go back to the article and we're going to watch the video. So maybe that's where they're in Munich, in Osteria Italiana, or whatever that is, right? High-level debates on the Ukraine conflict, okay? Developments in the Middle East, they don't call it anything else, and the security implications of garbage change are among the key topics on the agenda. More than 550 high-ranking officials, including heads of state and government, ministers, leaders of international and non-governmental organizations, senior representatives of industry, media, academia, macademia, not academia, and civil society are expected to attend the conference. All right, so let's get it on. Let's say we got some. It's gonna be in German. It's about Gaza. Blinken. Oh, that's all right. So these guys are right now on the Gaza issue. Nevertheless, they are against the security conference. Why would they be against Munich Security Conference? Because there's not a security conference. That is like the same thing as Davos, but they will talk about what do we do here, what do we do here. They're not the guys who are actually making decisions, all right? They are the connectors. They are the guys who bring people together, and they bring the agenda. So people, when they leave the academia and the media and all those guys, they know which way to go. I've been asked by some and some discussions, intellectual discussions that I have with people, in the past. Well, do you think these guys just gather somewhere and they talk about how to do this? No, they don't really come and talk. That's talked somewhere else, and it's been talked years before this. But they know the interest, they know the direction, they get the agenda. Like right here, Davos, Munich, so-called security conference. This is where they get over there, and you have speakers, and they put together the narrative. So when you leave that, you're gonna spread your narrative lower to the lowers, and you don't have to meet every second. But wherever you are on this planet, you are here. Someone is in Munich, someone in Dresden, the other one is, I don't know, Tokyo, the other one is in Beijing. They know that are part of this narrative what they need to do. They've been already schooled in this kind of conferences, and these are they're not the top tier. The top tier are much richer and much stronger. These guys are not as strong. These are just tools. They're just tools to a mean. These guys are just gonna use them to make sure that we are staying where we are, and that we're gonna ensure their success on the global stage. So when you hear these guys, JP Morgan being the biggest bank or something like this, or you got the International Monetary Fund or the World Bank, these guys are just blackmail, not just, but there are some how should I put it, some arms, financial arms of certain interest on global stage. What do you think these guys will not allow the Arabs to have, let's say, a bank? Don't you think those guys have more money than these guys, or they can compete? They have some banks, but you don't hear about, I don't know, the Saudi Arabia's bank together with Qatar and a few more others, and they're gonna immediately challenge the International Monetary Fund, and so on, and the World Bank. Ceausescu wanted to make a bank with the Arabs. Where is he now? Saddam wanted to do it. Gaddafi wanted to do one. What happened to him? There's that, how you want to call it, infamous, famous, whatever. It's go and watch it. It's still on YouTube. When Gaddafi comes in this African Union or whatever it is, it's a conference with a lot of Arab states, and not only, and African states, and he talks about, I think it was something about and was talking about the Pan-African Union, and then he talks about what happened to Saddam, and he said that could happen. The Americans will bring democracy to you too. Let's use euphemisms. And the guys were watch that one when Gaddafi says that. You say, well, Gaddafi was an idiot. He wasn't an idiot. He said certain things or did certain things that did not match, or was not on the liking of certain people. He didn't follow the rules, which is, now you got to go, we have to make this way. And he said no. The same with Ceausescu. He said, hey, Ceausescu, you got to go. Like everybody else in the Eastern Europe, all of a sudden decided that, hey, communism is not good for us. They all left, and the Soviets said, yeah, man, the same thing, and we'll let you go. Without a fight. Do you tell me that was not an understanding somewhere? Yeah, okay, you can believe, yes, we destroyed, yeah, we won. Yeah, they won. We didn't really win. They won. Well, you can call it, well, we won the evil empire and so on. Evil empire? How many bases does the United States have around the globe? 740 or something? Is that an empire, or is just the police stations around the country taking care, making sure that we are secure and defended and protected? Please, my friends, let's don't be imbeciles here. So yeah, these guys are over there. There are rallies against them. I don't know if you're gonna see them on CNN or anything like that. Why? Look who's behind all those guys. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.